What's up, family? Jamie here. I am coming today. Hopefully, this is going to be really short. I took two trades today, one of which was a loss, one of which was profit. I'm trading in my Top Step combine, and I could have passed it. And I'm, a couple bucks off of passing it, and I'm just walking away and being okay with it, in an effort to help me with my discipline and patience and letting enough be enough and just going on about my business. So this is the daily chart. Again, this is for my journal as well. This is a daily chart. We have an inversion fair value gap on the weekly chart. um on the daily chart, I would say my initial draw on liquidity would be previous day low, since we closed below the low here, but we're in such a deep discount, it's possible that we won't take that out today. But my thought is that we're ultimately being drawn back down here at some point. So we'll have to see. But with that in mind, I was just looking for shorts today. And the first trade I took, I was like, I'm a master. So what I saw, let me see if I can find what I was looking at. Let me see. Okay, so we got the 1 hour fair value gap right here. That's inside that weekly inversion fair value gap. So when I was looking at this on the 1 minute chart, I was like, okay, we had three drives pattern into consequent encroachment of the 1 hour fair value gap. So that's 1, 2, 3. So I was like, bam, here's my setup. So, oh, mind you, we have an RTH gap as well. So I had my eyes set on the RTH gap here that we could potentially fill today. So that's another reason why I was looking for shorts. And so when I saw the three drives pattern and the consequent encroachment, I saw the setup for the 2022 YouTube model. So I was like, okay. So we had a stop right here. We had the short-term low. We had a fair value gap right here. So I was like, bet, I'm taking a trade. So I took the trade and I had my stop right here, and it just came up and got me. And really, when I was like thinking through it, because it didn't really have the reaction that I was looking for when it came in here, I could have just closed it and not let it come all the way up here to get me. But that's what stops are for, right? So I was like, okay, so let me just wait. So then I kind of looked at this like AMD, like we were like accumulating here. We had this manipulation up, and now we're going into distribution. So I saw this BPR right here and it got respected. So I didn't, catch that entry, but I had my eye on this 930 fair value gap. So I was like, okay, go on down there and close below that sucker so I can put a order there. Now it could have been like this close below it, and we could have came into it here and dropped there, but I think because we had all of this displacement down, and it respected this BPR and it couldn't get to this fair value gap, I think I was like comfortable with just giving it a shot here. Now I will say that I was a little bit nervous because I was like, what if it comes up into the fair value gap? And I literally had my stop right here because I had already taken a loss. And a lot of times when I trade, if I take a loss, it kind of messes with my mindset to in the next trade that I take. And, you know, so that's kind of what happened today, but I still made my daily goals. So it's okay. You know what I mean? I just have to be okay with it. Um, so what I did was I put my order at this 930 fair value gap, and I got in for the short, and I got stopped out right around in here. Now I could have, if I would have didn't have that nervousness and I didn't have that, had I already taken that loss, like I would have passed my combine. But I'm just like, it's okay, it's okay. So I'll just show my little executions right here. So this is the first one that I said that I took. that I thought it was a 2022 YouTube model. Like, we had the three drives pattern into the consequent encroachment of the hourly fair value gap. Like I didn't it's okay. Like it was a solid, what I thought was a solid setup, but you know, it didn't work out. So that's okay. So then I was listening to ICT, and he was talking about cortisol and being fearful and being mindful of that and how it impacts your body and all that. So I was trying to monitor my breathing, monitor being nervous, all of that. But when I saw we had all this displacement like I mentioned, and then we closed below here, then I got in on this fair value gap right here and took it to right there, because I had just really had a tight stop, because I was like, if it decides it wants to retrace back up, I don't want to give up all my profit, and I would like to make my daily goal. And I was like, but it's going to trying to fill the RTH gap, and you could pass your combine, but it's like, for the third time that I'm going to say it in this video, it's okay. So, I mean, I feel really good. I'm done for the day. There's nothing else for me to do in the market. I will come back tomorrow. And actually, um, when I was laying in bed, I was like, do I feel like trading today? Like, it's a Monday. Do I really want to be engaging with the market? And I was like, let me see if I can catch a setup off of that 930. It's not a 930 fair value gap, but it's the first fair value gap formed after 930. Um, And I said, let me just see if I can catch a trade off of that fair value gap. And I was able to do it. So it's like, I feel very successful and I feel good. And, the truth about trading is we take profit and we take losses, and I did both today, and I still ended up being profitable. So that's okay. Everything's going to be okay. So I hope, did anybody else catch a trade off of this 930 fair value gap? Um, and even for the long, right? Because even if you came here and you were like, okay, let it manipulate up, I don't know where you would have had your stop down here, but it was possible to get in down here, even, when it came down here one time, and boop, 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 boop. So there was a nice move in there. But again, I was just looking for shorts. So that's it. I won't keep this too long. Good job, Jamie. Good job. Now go walk away and tend to your day and be the boss that you are. All right, y'all. Be cool no matter what. Stay in trading school. Love you lots. Have a good day. Bye. Bye.